All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the week. I hope you're doing great. This is a message for this very monumental day of July 17th. I've been talking about it for a while now, maybe since January. My goodness. The North Node and South Node are changing signs today. If you don't know, the North Node and South Node are our karmic paths, destiny and fate unfolding today and into this week. We have a new moon in Cancer today, and it is in opposition to Pluto. Woohoo! So lots going on. As I was doing the For Whoever reading last night, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, it just made me laugh out loud because I just think that's awesome. I just had that song coming into my head. The 777 portal, another 777 portal was yesterday, the 16th. So July is a 7, 1 and 6 is 7, and 2023 is a 7 year. So we've got so much energetic loudness going on right now, I want to say. There's just a lot of spiritual shifts and changes and expansions and opportunities mostly coming in right now. Today is the day to plant the seeds for what you want in the future. Okay, from your heart's desire. Check this out. Orphaned. This is the wisdom of the oracle I'm using. Orphaned. I said this yesterday. I feel like the High Priestess Dark and light. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Orphaned. Never-ending story. Buy the book, baby. Okay. So the Pluto opposition to the new moon, Pluto is in Capricorn right now. And Capricorn and Cancer are kind of mother-father energies. It's sort of like, well, if you don't get what you want from dad or from mom, go ask the other one. There's something about that here. So some of you are like looking for someone to give you the answer that you want, not necessarily the answer that is helpful or the answer that will be giving you information that will move you forward, right? Like you're just looking for the answer that you want to get. And, there's a lot of, I haven't seen that so much right now, but in the past, there have been a fair amount of folks watching tarot readings to just get the answer they want, not necessarily listen to any kind of guidance. So I'm getting a message right now to say, you're so much better off to just get from whoever you're watching, right? To get the guidance that is going to lead you in the direction that's going to be growth, that's going to be expansion, but not everybody wants that. Right? Not everybody really wants that. They say they want growth. They say they want change, but they just want the one they want. It's not the same as manifesting. That's not the same. Okay? When you're manifesting from a place of awareness of the energetic situation that you're in. And you're manifesting from a place not of like, oh, am I going to get what I want? I just can't even look at the screen. Not so much that, but you're manifesting in the situation. It's so much more helpful to be like, know the lay of the land, know the rules of the game, right? We're talking about Pluto and Capricorn, my friend. It's like the rules. Know the rules. What's the saying? Know the rules like a master so you can break them like an artist or something like that. It's like you can't get what you want from a place of delusion. Okay, we do have Neptune in retrograde right now. Neptune in retrograde is looking inward to say, am I deluding myself? Okay, do I keep going back to the same situation expecting a different result? That's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. What's underneath right now is the Magician. Manifesting, we're talking about manifesting today. Judgment, look at this. 5 of Pentacles. The Leo energy, this is the Seer's Tarot that I'm using, a little travel size. The Strength card, the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords. I like this a lot because this says to me that you're no longer willing to settle. Some of you have been settling for a long time. Now we're at a transition. Now we're at a moment in time when you can say, I'm not settling. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to go through these kinds of experiences anymore because I think someone might change. Or someone might do something different, even though they've always been doing things the same. I'm never getting a different result. What makes me think that I'm going to get a different result? Okay? So the Judgment card here is really helping you step into your power more. saying in Leo time period, the power of your heart, along with this very clear sight of the King of Swords. So manifest what your heart's desire is. And it's quite possible that you might be saying, well, I'm manifesting this person, but this person also has free will. I feel like they're not on the same level as you. I feel like they're somebody who's still kind of trying to figure it out, has not been successful in their own life, has still been trying to kind of, white knuckle it through things. And I just feel like I love this card. I love this deck depiction of the Strength card. We're going to get into Lionsgate on 8/8 very soon. And in our heart healing group, we're going to be doing some special things around healing in that energy of 8/8. That's on Wednesdays. If you want to, jump on. First card out the gate, Lovers, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Oof, what in the world? Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Chariot. All right, so we're stepping into a new path here. I have to get, okay, 4 of Wands. We're stepping into a new path here. And I feel like the more you hold your ground, the more you say, that's not good enough. Or the more you say, well, I'm going in the direction that is going to be better for me. I'm going to be the one who masters the rules and makes the rules for myself now. I'm not just going to be a victim to what other people do or don't do. Okay? So you're making a choice here to really put in the time and effort, the Lover's card with the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you've really made something of yourself with this King of Pentacles here. I feel like this is very Capricorn energy. Right now we do have Saturn in retrograde, and Saturn in retrograde is about, is this working for me? Is it? I mean, if you're the King of Pentacles, then clearly yes, but I almost feel like you're maybe still harboring some hurt inner child energy that is not, there's something here that's out of place. There's a piece of your life that's not in balance. And even if you've been able to create some wealth in your life, the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, you've been able to do that. How have you been able to do that? It's really been possibly by knowing the rules, doing the rules yourself, working the rules, creating the rules for yourself. And if that's not true in your love life or in that other part of your relationship, if you're acting like a victim or you're somebody who is always feeling like they're not being chosen, I'm getting that. Some of you want the energy of chosen. And I feel like you constantly choose partners who don't choose you. Something about the chosen, being chosen, or being left. That feels like a very powerless place to me, that you have some belief around yourself that if you get chosen by the right person, that will give you value. Or if you're in a relationship with the person that you think is high value, they may or may not be, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just your perception. But that is somehow creating value for you. That's somehow going to bring you status and value. I feel like part of what this is, or maybe that could be a job title, right? Like this brings you status and value, but it sucks. Like I remember telling people, I used to work in TV news as a producer for ABC and for NBC. And I would say it to people and they'd be like, ooh, I'm like, sounds way better than it is. Okay. So I was definitely like in it for that kind of the coolness, the wow factor of it. Really, I was so excited to be in that industry and everything like that. And then I kind of was in it for a while and I was like, this kind of sucks. This isn't really what I want. And I moved 21 times in my adult life. They kind of, you kind of go where the job is kind of thing. I also feel like if some of you might have had that experience of just taking what is being given rather than saying, no, this is what I'm manifesting because I've been working on myself. I've been putting myself in a place of being a lion, in a place of being the strength energy, and no longer choosing things that are not for me. Like I knew when I had made that shift, when I got a job offer to go to New York, and the package or what they were telling me was so laughable, like in terms of money and in terms of it was just like, hey, we want your whole life, but we're not really going to give you anything in return. Sounds great, right? And I'm like, as somebody who's already been through that a bunch of times, I was like, no, actually, it doesn't sound great. And they were like, what do you mean? Like, don't you want to work for us? Like, we're magic. And I was like, actually, no. No, you're not. You need us to make you look good. So, no, you're not. So I just feel like there is that. There's somebody who's like dangling, or some kind of situation is dangling a thing in front of you that maybe at one point in your life you would have thought was wow, but isn't wow. And you know it now, right? You know it now. So it's almost like, you kind of call them out on that. And you're like, well, this isn't wow. And here's why. Boom, 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 boom. And the person's like, oh, that's right. Like, you're not settling anymore. I'm definitely getting the energy of not settling. I think there's a lot of conversations that are going to go on. Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, a lot of conversations, a lot of discussion from a very lighthearted place. This doesn't have to be a clobbering, but I also feel like you may not get the answer you want, and this person may not feel that they can give you what you want. And so they're trying to kind of engineer a situation in which you would take less than you deserve or less than you want. But, then we're going to get to this all over again. Never ending story, and orphaned, feeling like you're not chosen. You got to choose you. You choose you. Do me a favor. All right. You choose you. When that happens, the Chariot and the Four of Wands, then you're going to be moving forward, cooking with gas, right? Then we're going to be moving forward. I almost feel like you have to say no to something you might have said yes to in the past. You almost have to do it. Like, you have to you have to respond by stepping away from this feeling of inadequacy or feeling of low vibration or feeling like this, this is the best it's going to get, so I got to take it kind of feeling. No, I just don't feel like that's true. So clarify the Lovers for me here, because this is a choice. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? 6 of Wands and the World. Wow. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like you have to say the choice here is, so I see a lot of Gemini energy here. Gemini, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer. So the choice is on, you get to make the choice here. But I think that through a lot of lighthearted conversation, you kind of say 10 of Swords, like, that's not what I'm going to choose. So we have the North Node moving into Aries. Okay, I got to get settled for this. The North Node moving into Aries. And so that means that you're choosing you. You're choosing your independence. You're choosing something that is right for you. And even if you've been in a connection for a long time, like this person, you may already be in a relationship with this person, and you're like, okay, now that the kids are in college, I want to start my own business. And the other person says, well, it's a really bad time because I'm just in this big merger talk or whatever they're doing, like their career is going great. And you're sort of like, well, I've been working on something. I want to put it out there. And it's like, I don't think they can say no, but I think they can really discourage it. I think they might really be like, yeah, but don't you want to come do what I'm doing with me and help me? And you're like, no, actually, I want to do something for me. And I feel like that's a little bit of an impasse, a little bit of a at cross purposes kind of thing, like a lighthearted conversation, but leading up to this, like, oh, like this person thought if you come toward them, you're going to get this. And you thought this, right? Literally dark and light. This is two different two different expectations of what's going to be happening. And I feel like you say yes to the goal of 10 of Cups and no to the thing that's not going to get you there. In the past, you may have played by the rules and done everything that they told you to, and you still don't have what you want. You've done everything, you have sacrificed, you have gone the extra mile, and then at the end of the day, you still don't get what you want, right? Like you really dazzle them, you put in the hours, and you still don't get that promotion. You put in all the work and time of raising children, and you still don't get the support from the partner to do the thing you want. I feel like that's a moment in time where you really look, King of Swords, at this very clearly. There ain't no mistaken. Okay? There's no confusion anymore. The Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. I'm going to put more time and effort into this and still not get what I want. I already did that. I already said, yes, I'll invest more time and energy into this because I really want that promotion, or I want this time with you to be traveling instead of us, doing kids and work and everything. And the other person's kind of like, well, no, I'm kind of enjoying what I'm doing right now. And, I need you to be my support. I need you to be, and you're like, wait, when do I get to step to the front of the line? And so I feel like there's a big shift in your perception. Like, oh, now I see. I wasn't really going to get what I wanted. I wasn't really going to get that. But only by seeing that can you be free to get what you want. So this doesn't have to be leaving behind a marriage or anything like that. It doesn't have to be leaving behind a career. But now at least now we're playing with the same rule book. Okay? And that means that I can move forward to go toward what I want. So then there needs to be more conversations. Okay, well, to get this particular outcome, I may have to leave something behind. I may have to stop sort of being in this energy. I may have to no longer be a support staff person. I may have to start my own business. I may have to not be doing, in my relationship what I have been doing up until now. I'm changing, coming to a crossroads in my life. And now I get to choose. You choose you. You choose you. I will continue with this reading. We'll get more information and we'll dive deeper into the direction you're going. All right. Link is in the description box if you want to continue on. See you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.